Hey everyone, this is Max, and today we're going over 34 features that the Note 4 can do that the iPhone 6 cannot. Special thanks to Samsung Mobile US for having a Note 4 giveaway. Awesome. Hashtag Note pun intended. Alright, let's get started. Alright everyone, so let's get started. The first thing you'll notice is you basically get some cool gifts when you buy a Galaxy Note product, whether it's a Galaxy Note tablet or a Galaxy Note 4. We have a year membership to Bloomberg Magazine, New York Times, 12 weeks to New York Times, and you basically get some stuff that comes for free, or you get a discount, or you get a trial subscription. Alright, let's go over some hardware stuff. So number 2, you can replace the battery. So just pop this open. That's something your iPhone can't do. Next, number 3 is this heart rate monitor. You don't have to take off the case, the cover, to actually use this, and I hope you don't. Number 4 is a key charger, wireless charging. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, QI. But it doesn't come standard with the Galaxy Note 4. You can basically buy a cover, which will have a charging capability here, or if you go on Amazon or eBay, you can put a charging kit here, which covers this one and I think this one. And from there, you'll also need a charging pad. And from there, you just place it on your charging kit and it will be charging wirelessly. All right, the next one is the infrared blaster, which is located right there, which allows you to control TVs without downloading any additional applications such as the iPhone. Let's see here. Number 6, expandable memory. I have a 64 gigabyte micro SD card here, but if you want to really splurge, you can get one for 100. You can get, you can put up to 128 gigabytes of micro SD storage. So there you go. Okay, so number 7, multi-window. So basically, I can launch 2 different apps at once, and voila. So I can chat with my friends via Viber or whatever second application and browse online at the same time. Also, another thing you can do is you can have a floating window. So calculator. So this is completely movable. You can even resize it, make it smaller. So if you're online and you want to do some calculations to see if you're saving money or whatnot, there you go. Okay, number 9 is download booster. So basically, if you have T-Mobile, Verizon, or whatever version that has LTE, you can download bigger files by using this, turning that mode on. See, I don't have a SIM card in there. By turning that particular mode on, and it would allow you to download via Wi-Fi and your download booster at the same time, hereby downloading bigger files. Another thing that this has that's different from the Galaxy Note 3 is it actually uses a micro USB, but it has adaptive fast charging. So you should be able to charge a large part of your battery within 30 minutes. All right, number 11. So let's go to number 11. One of the things that this has that your iPhone doesn't is ultra power saving mode. So basically, I have a full battery, about 94%. Once I turn this on, my phone will last 16.8 days. And basically what it does is it disables many different applications and it basically turns it black and white so the display isn't using that much battery. Okay, here we are. It takes a while to turn on. And you do have an option of adding different applications, but it's very limited. You can't watch YouTube per se on your ultra power saving mode. Okay, let's continue. So here we are. You're basically limited to these particular applications that are installed, that I have installed right now. Calculator, clock, Facebook, Twitter, and a voice recorder. All right, so theoretically, if I just keep using my phone at ultra power saving mode, my phone will last half a month. It seems minor, but basically you can see here in the background, that's a live background. Yes, it's moving. That's something you can't do on your iPhone. Alright everyone, well the next 4 features I'm going to talk about is basically 4 different S Pen features. There are so many. There are so much more, but I'm just going to talk about these quick 4 ones that you can launch through Air Command. So the first one is Action Memo, And pretty much from here, you just type in any information and you can send it to different things. So for example, if I want to call a phone number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and call. I don't have a SIM in here, so it actually won't call, but voila, that's something that makes it quicker if you have some information you have to type, you want to write, etc., etc. And of course, the memo is right there. Number 14, the next thing I'm going to talk about is image clip, and pretty much all you do is you launch Air Command and say I want to save this item right here, make it square, voila. And it's saved in your scrapbook, so you can use it as a reminder, as whatever you want it to be. Alright, so the next item up is screen write. Same thing, you launch Air Command, screen write, it takes a screenshot, and then from there you can doodle on the screen. There you go, and then from there you can share your photos and do whatever that you want to do with that particular image. Smart Select, and pretty much it's the same thing you would launch via Air Command. Smart Select, here we have an article written by our friend Polly here at Asian Geek Squad, and from here you have different things that you can do. This saves as an image, or if you want the text, it actually saves the text, and from here you can share it, send it by email, or do whatever you want. So voila. So the next feature we have here is a floating keyboard, and how to do that, you basically tap on the microphone, hold it, which gives you the various different options, and click the last button, and from there you can actually move this. This comes in useful if you're doing different things. So like I said, if you're working on multi-window and you need to type in something, you can move this up and type whatever you want, and voila. Something that I like to do is toggle the dock. So if you don't need the dock and you put a lot of features or a lot of applications you need on the first page, you can just turn it off. And this does not require rooting your phone whatsoever. Basically change all the quick settings. Here we have 5 that launches with our notification bar. And, and from here you can move this around. So if you don't have LTE or you don't want to use too much data, if you have a cap on your data plan, you can take this out and move it somewhere down below and add something else up top. So for example, right now we can move that up there, winter time, touch sensitivity, and there you go. Alright, number 21 is file management. This comes in useful if you have to move different things, and this is just something that I really like simply because you can find your files, whereas with the iPhone you don't have a centralized location for your files. So if I'm looking for a particular document, voila, I have a list of my documents, which you can also find via search. Or if you have a lot of images, songs, whatever apps you've downloaded, and you can move this easily from PC, or to a Mac. You download an application, which we'll do in another tutorial. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is number 22 on our list is widgets. I went back to an iPhone for a couple of months and I can't live without my widgets now. So here's a couple of widgets that I use. One is different time zones. So if you have to call family, friends, if you're traveling, you can set one to home and you can set one to the real time wherever you're at, or vice versa. Here we have my calendar without having to open an application. It's like, okay, I can see pretty much everything I have to do. And my action memos. All right, the next one we have here is clear all notifications. This is quite annoying on the iPhone. On the iPhone, pretty much you have to push each single one and close it like so, which is grouped individually. But here we have clear, and voila, all of your notifications are clear. So here we are, we're at number 24, and we are going to show you how to clear all apps for iPhone users instead of opening all of them at once and swiping, especially if you have tons open. You just touch that button and voila, all of your apps are closed. All right, the next item on our list is change launchers. So changing launchers, all right? So here I have the TouchWiz, and if you download different ones, you'll actually have the options to pick which ones you want to launch with. So something you can do with this particular launcher is right on your screen. So say I want Twitter, T, W, and voila. I can launch Twitter that way. The next two items I'm going to talk about, number 26 and number 27, is two different applications that loses functionality when they move to the iPhone. So number one is Google+. There's many different applications out there that loses functionality, but I use Google a lot. So with Google+, you can manage different pages. Here I have my personal page, and I can switch to Asian Geek Squad, which is a page I also manage, without having to sign out and signing back in. Another one that the iPhone finally has, but it's not exactly the same, as SwiftKey. So with SwiftKey, with the iOS version, you lose the voice functionality simply because Apple does not allow you to use it with third-party applications. So here, you just do that. Hi everyone. And voila, you can use this for texting and, you can use it for texting, typing on a website, or whatever else across all applications. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is NFC sharing, which the iPhone does have, but it's very limited to, well, it's only usable for Apple Pay. So with Android, and particularly the Note 4, you can send and receive photos just by tapping them together. So here I am beaming a photo. On the other side, it shows that it's downloading, and voila, beam complete. So I've actually just shared this photo without saving anyone's contact information, etc., etc. So that's another added functionality with the NFC. Another thing is NFC Tag. I'll do a tutorial on how to actually set up NFC tags, but basically you can buy different tags. Some are quite small. You can have one size of a coin, and program your phone to do whatever it is that you want. So you can put one in your car, and as soon as you're driving and it touches it, you can start Spotify or whatever have you. The next item I want to talk about is one-handed use. So it's really easy to basically change the size of the screen on your Galaxy Note 4. Voila. And from here, you basically have access to your Note 4 in smaller form. And it works just like before. You have your home button here and your apps and whatnot. There you go. And to put it back to regular size, just tap that button right there. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is link bubble, which is something I really like. So if you're using social media and you want to open a link, and you want to keep reading and keep browsing while this is downloading, and you can see it downloading. Once the complete circle is full, that means it's fully downloaded. And it's really interesting because you can actually keep browsing and it doesn't take away from your experience. And so from here, if you want to click on it, there you go. Keep browsing, read. And to also, so this kind of reminds me of Facebook heads. You can share it by clicking on there. You can delete it by clicking on there, or you can save it on Pocket. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. All right, and finally, now that it's wintertime, something you can do is turn on touch sensitivity. So pretty much if you, since it's wintertime, you can use a glove and still manage to continue using your phone. All right, so those are my 34 different features that the iPhone 6 cannot do. Now, I'm not talking about Android in general. I'm talking about the Galaxy. All right, the final thing I'm going to talk about is you can launch applications from your home screen. Voila. And there you go. You have Chrome launched. All right, so today I talked about 34 features that the Galaxy Note 4 can do that the iPhone 6 cannot. Did I miss any? Please post them in the comment section. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.